All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? Listen, it is my job to give y'all as much of the factual information as possible, a little bit of commentary, but most of all, we got to give y'all the facts and let y'all decipher what y'all want to decipher about a story. No matter if it's somebody we like on the bad end of the stick, we just got to get the facts and let y'all do what y'all do, right? We got more details on the 21 Savage case. Now, for those who don't know, over the weekend, Super Bowl weekend in Atlanta, Georgia, 21 Savage was captured by ICE. Now, out the gate, a lot of people, especially within our community, the black community, urban community, we were upset like, yo, why are y'all randomly picking on a guy who does a lot for his community? I mean, maybe technically he had an expired visa, but why are y'all randomly picking up a guy who wasn't harming anyone? What's up with that? So as of today, we find out a lot of more details of what happened with 21 Savage. The police report came out today. TMZ got a hold of it, and your boy Mr. Taliaferro has went through it thoroughly, and I got information for you guys. So we found out today, according to this police report, that this pickup wasn't so random, all right? I just want to throw that out there. The police are saying they didn't go hunting for 21 Savage. 21 Savage actually technically came up on their radar. So here's what the police report is saying. They're saying 21 Savage and two of his homies, one of them being Young Nudy. Y'all know Young Nudy, he's a rapper around 21 Savage. And another guy being Khalil Smith. All three of these guys were in separate cars, all right? Now, according to the police documents, they believe that 21 Savage was not driving a car of his own. They believe he was driving a red Dodge Challenger that is Young Nudy's car, all right? It's all in the police document. I'm not coming up with any of this information. Now, apparently, 21 Savage was drunk. Apparently, all these guys were lit. It was Super Bowl weekend in Atlanta. In the police report, they're claiming that 21 Savage was driving out of control, and the reason why they had to make a stop and arrest and what put them up on the radar of just stopping 21 specifically was the fact that he damn near ran into a marked police car. All right. Now, the reason why the police were even in the vicinity of, this is where it kind of gets sketchy. The reason why the police were even in the vicinity of 21 Savage and Young Nudy and company was because technically the ATF, and that's the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Division, right? Technically, the ATF have been tracking Young Nudy, all right? They look like Young Nudy has been a target on their radar for quite some time, and they were following him. It just so happens that 21 Savage was with Young Nudy at the time, and also Khalil Smith was around him at the time. So when they got close to 21 Savage and company, it looks like 21 Savage was under the influence to the point where he was out of control, and his car came close to hitting a police car. Police saying that made them pull 21 Savage over, and when they pulled him over, he threw the keys out the window along with a bottle containing an unknown substance. That's all in the report. When they went on to search Young Nudy's car that 21 Savage was, I guess, apparently driving, they found a strap in the glove department with the extended clip on it, and they are trying to tie that weapon to 21 Savage. But at that scene, 21 Savage and company were able to say, look, that's not my weapon. All right, that's very important. They're saying, yo, that's not my car and that's not my weapon. Reason why that's important is because if you're 21 Savage's team, his lawyers and company, you want this to feel as random as possible. That's the narrative that you're trying to sell to the people to get this dude free. You're trying to make it seem like ICE, and I'm telling y'all, I'm just being honest, like if this is right or wrong, right? You want to sell the narrative to the people and to the judge that 21 Savage wasn't bothering anybody. This is a family man. He does a lot for his community. The narrative that you're trying to sell, even if it's not the truth, for them to win this case, the narrative that you're trying to sell is that ICE was just randomly picking on this dude who wasn't breaking any laws, right? That's the narrative 21 Savage's team is trying to sell, and they're trying to keep it that way. 21 Savage's attorney came out and made a statement following the release of this police report. He's saying, look, that wasn't 21 Savage's gun. That wasn't 21 Savage's car. All right. Now, obviously, he ain't going to come out and say if it was Young Nudy or whoever car, but he said, look, that was not 21 Savage's gun or his car. He was just so happened to be driving in it at the time. All right. Reason why that's valuable is because 21 Savage's lawyer is saying, yo, ATF, they're not on 21 Savage's case. This wasn't even involving him. He just so happened to be around young Nudy at the time. 21 Savage's situation is with ICE right now. That's who captured him, and they're trying to send him back to the United Kingdom where he's allegedly from. 21's attorney, Brian Steele, made sure he put that in the atmosphere. He's like, yo, this has nothing to do with what's going on. He's claiming that ICE has already made a statement, and ICE did come out and say 21 Savage was a target for immigration enforcement, right? Like they come out and said he's somebody that was targeted by them. There's nothing that has to do with this gun. There's nothing that has to do with him drunk driving or anything like that. That's minor, right? Those are minor offenses. But if you start bringing in the gun and saying he was driving, like, I don't know what, maybe that red Challenger is something illegal about it, something that, you know, you don't want that going along with it. 21 Savage's attorney, Alex and Brian Steele, you got two attorneys working right now. They both said, look, that's not what's at hand right now. Don't worry about that Glock and that Dodge Challenger. They're claiming that's already been situated. It's already been proven that neither of those are 21 Savage's. Right now, he's dealing with ICE. And he wants it to be known. They're literally putting out there like ICE has already admitted that right now 21 is only dealing with ICE. That's all of his concerns right now are ICE, nothing else, right? I do want to point this out as well. I read the police document. I'm concerned, right? Where ICE came along the scenes is still sketchy to me. Right now, I'm not saying 21 Savage. Look, we can go ahead and cut out that narrative that 21 Savage was just on ICE's radar and they just decided to pick him up randomly at his crib. That's not the case. We can go ahead and we can see now that 21 Savage he got caught in the mix of some shit with young Nudy, right? We can go ahead and throw that out there. But I will say this about ICE. On the police document, there's nothing said about ICE. Like, ICE is nowhere to be found in the police document. It doesn't say that ICE was at the scene of the crime. It doesn't say that ICE met down at the police station. I guess the question I'm trying to ask is, where did ICE come into play? Like, at what point when he was in custody of the police, like, did they say, yo, do you know you were a illegal immigrant? Because that wouldn't make sense. Like, that wouldn't make sense. The dude already had a felony. Why wouldn't they bring that up 3-4 years ago when the dude was fighting a felony charge back in 2014? Why would a drunk driving pretty much is all this is, since they've already proven that the gun isn't his, they already proved that the car wasn't his, if there's something illegal in the car, why would this drunk driving incident lead to ICE, such a serious department and such a serious a group of people, right, that work with higher ups looking to stop drug lords? Who and what, like, where did ICE come in? And that's where I'm kind of lost at right now. And it looks like 21 Savage's attorneys are lost in this matter as well. It's not in the police document exactly when ICE got involved. And I think that's very valuable information. Again, 21 Savage's attorneys, both of them are like, look, the reality of the situation is, yes, 21 Savage was with young Nudy and another guy, Khalil Smith. They were driving cars. They probably were under the influence. His attorneys actually wanted in the atmosphere that his sole problem right now is battling with ICE, right? But 21 Savage's attorneys, nor did this police report clear up just how ICE got involved. Like, it's conflicting reports, and I'm a little bit confused right now. Like, where did ICE come in if 21 Savage just was involved in a drunk driving incident? Where did ICE come from? And it looks like his attorneys are making it a point of emphasis to say he was a target for their immigration enforcement and nothing more. He was never arrested by the police, and the firearms and vehicle were not his. So, like, we got two conflicting reports right now. I'll keep you guys up to date with more when I get more details. Some confusing stuff, but some details have been kind of cleared up a little bit. We now at least know 21 Savage got caught up. Well, the start of all this was the fact that he got pulled over, and it looks like a drunk driving situation, right? But we still don't know how ICE got involved. I'm still a little bit skeptic about how ICE would get involved in this situation. I'll keep you guys up to date when I get more details. Listen, I'm not ruling out that ICE couldn't get involved if he was on their radar, right? If 21 Savage was on their radar for quite some time and they've been meaning to stop and they were just waiting on him to slip up, I'm not ruling it out. All I'm saying is it's very unlikely for that situation to lead to somebody getting deported, fam. That's a little bit extreme. I'm out. Listen, man, my goal is to take the education that I learned in college and give it to other people. Let's not just get selfish with the knowledge that you might have attained. So my goal is to use my platform to give back, not just financially, but to instill knowledge into my people. We got a lot of talented young brothers out there. Some of them play video games, and shoot, they really good at these video games. I'm not, but I'm finna get to this bag with NBA 2K and these Madden games and all this Twitch money that's going around and YouTube money that's going around. We're going to get to it, bro, and I want to teach other people how to get to it as well. So here's what I'm doing. On my Ferro Reacts YouTube, I have another YouTube account, FERROREACTS. On that YouTube account, I'm starting this NBA 2K series. I think I'm going to start that bad boy up this Friday or Saturday. I want you to be tuned in. So if you subscribe to that YouTube, you get all that quality content first, not to mention all the sports updates I'm giving you right now. But go ahead and rock out with your boy. Y'all about to see me do some spectacular things, and I would love to have you a part of it with a simple subscribe. It goes a long way. Thank you.